Luka Doncic, but the Warriors are trying to win their second consecutive game here on the road after beating Phoenix on Thursday. And again, no firepower. That's the disappointing part, KB.
Yeah, we're missing the league's top scorer in Luka Doncic. And then Steph Curry loves to put on the fireworks in Hollywood. Now, listen, we're talking like there's no LeBron tonight. There's LeBron tonight, but it's just not the same. You're right. I get it. But listen, when we're talking about these games mattering, honestly, I'm not joking. Tell Pat Spencer that this doesn't matter, and he's going to give you a lacrosse check, right? Like, every game matters to him, and there's a collection of young, scrappy guys on the team. Pat Spencer's 29. But young, scrappy guys on the team where this really matters. They're trying to keep their foothold in the league. They're trying to keep their minutes up in their league. They're trying to show they belong here and collect some W's so this team can rise above the play-in right now.
Well, this game definitely matters, especially for the Warriors as they're trying to climb up the standings. They've caught a break over the past few games. Some of the stars of other teams that have been out. The Warriors took this mentality into the last game against Phoenix. Ended the game on a 25-7 run. You know how they did that? Grown man defense. 5 straight possessions of stops. Even to end the game, they ended the game on a stop. So that's gang rebounding, defending without fouling, getting the ball and kicking it out and pushing it up the floor, playing fast before Phoenix got set. They hit 23s, the Warriors did. And even with that, they still were able to find ways to get guys going. Guy Santos was huge last game. I thought he played a great job, did a great job playing defense on Dillon Brooks, who was hot from the field, had 24 points. Tonight, you're going to need some of that effort against LeBron James. The Lakers, they struggle on the defensive end. So the Warriors can take advantage of that. Attacking the rim, instead of just shooting the first shot on the three-point line, attacking the rim every time is going to be key to success tonight.
Yeah, franchise record for three-point attempts in that first quarter on Thursday. Go to the paint, and they did that over the final 3 quarters against Phoenix. But now it's time for our teamwork in action. Brought to you by our great friends at Kaiser Permanente. Fezzi, you mentioned it. The 25-7 run to end the basketball game.
Yeah, I love that. What I got to see was Moses Moody, De'Anthony Melton switching out onto Dillon Brooks. You see Pat Spencer out there on the perimeter. Like, this is a gritty team. The Warriors,
The Warriors also did some of the nitty-gritty things. You said, like, getting the stops. They had 2 blocks. They out-rebounded the Suns in that fourth quarter 16-4. So their desire to do this and to capitalize on that momentum all started with the defense.
Let's hear from Steve Kerr and company on the win Thursday night.
Losing Jimmy, to season-ending injury, Steph being out, it just, everything has just been, tough this last week or 10 days and whatever it is since Jimmy's been out. And just felt like a great team win where everybody just fought and competed and stayed with it. And it was a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch.
We kind of took what the defense gave us. They were super aggressive on the perimeter in that second half, and just proud of our team for adjusting. We had a little stretch. It's a game of runs. We had a little stretch there in the third and the fourth where we gave them a little bit more ground than we wanted, and we've kind of tucked our tails in those moments. So I'm proud of this group today for sticking together, getting through that.
Shorthanded. Came out tonight. Down 14 in the fourth quarter, guys continued to fight and come out with a big-time win after a long week. Says a lot about the character of the group.
Mama Moody. Hello, Rona. Don't act like y'all don't remember how the game ended last time we played at Phoenix.
There you go.
Yeah.
We remember Big Defense Mo. Moses Moody.
Big defense, Mo. Yeah, that's how she said it. Big defense, Mo.
Big defense, Mo.
Yeah, that's right.
Now break down that big defense by Mo. Go ahead, get up there to the wall.
So I gotta go to the screen with this. I mean, that game ended on a 25-7 run. And it doesn't happen just by shot-making luck. This is defense. This is stringing together stops. This is gang rebounding. All right, break down some tape for me. Show me some tape. I'm going to show you how Moses Moody is quietly becoming one of the closing defenders for this team. It starts every time, point of attack defense, right? The guy who's guarding the point guard. Moses is not letting Gillespie get comfortable at all, not letting him see the floor. He's on edge right now. And Moses has to switch from the point guard to the big man. Dillon Brooks was killing the Warriors all night on this short shot right here, and he's not letting him get to it. No space, no air time, just making him comfortable just enough to have the shot off. Now you have him in the next possession. You got him, Colin Gillespie, and Dillon Brooks in the pick and roll again. Moses can switch. He can guard the point guard. He can guard the big. What you want from me? I can do it all. enough space. Moses is doing a great job keeping some space, has those long arms. He can do that, rebound the basketball, block the shot, rebound, and then kick it out to Guy Santos for this fast break layup. This is what the Warriors need right here. And Moses, another tough defense right here on Dylan Brooks. Yo, this right here is pressure. Somebody help me, please, help me. Look at him, going from the frying pan to the fire. Moses Moody to DeAnthony Melton, another guy who can really put the straps and the clamps on the guy. Tough shot, just dribbling out the shot clock. That's not a possession you want if you're the coach. And that's just a great possession by the Warriors. I said, 25-7 run, Bonte. This is what you need, and this is the type of fight. This is why the Warriors celebrated like it was a championship game. Because why? Defense wins what?
Championships.
That's what I'm talking about, Bonte.
Sorry, bully. I got to play the role. Go ahead,
I
baby.
love how much you showed that defense right there because Moses Moody was scoreless in 15 second half minutes. So when the ball's not coming your way, when you're not seeing it go through the net, what do you do to stay locked in and impact winning? The tenacious defense right there. And it is pretty funny that Mama Moses Moody, Rona, had that memory right there.
Right.
She knows. She's watching her son. And that Moses even was like, hey, I had these 3 stops at the end. Like, that goes a long way. The team recognizes that. Because there's no defense in the box score necessarily, but it's the hustle. It's Moses Moody going on the floor at the end to knock that ball ahead to Guy as it was heading out of bounds.
Mama Moody's locked in.
I'm going to tell you this.
She watches.
She's locked in.
Yeah.
Mamas are always locked in. You know, the defending without fouling, all those things. Remember when Steph's mom had the bet with Steph for missed free throws? Was it missed
I do
free throws?
remember that.
Yeah, and then whenever he missed a free throw, he had to give her some money. Like, the mamas are always locked in. The mamas are the reason why sometimes. You know, they're the quiet MVPs for some of these players. I mean, Moses Moody right now is doing a great job. And even when the ball's not going in the basket offensively, he's doing the little things. 8 rebounds. Like, that possession right there, he gets the rebound, kicks it out to Guy Santos. Guy's off on the break to hit the game-winning layup. Like, these possessions matter, and that discipline for the team matters.
Yeah, what a heads-up play to know that Guy was heading the other way and Moses had just the right angle to get it to him.
Also shooting 51% from the floor over his last 12.
That's right.
And 50 from the three-point line. You know Mama Moody loves that, too. When his son can get...
That's what people keep calling
I
them.
want to hear KD react to that because we've heard those. Have you seen those clips where he's like, play defense, and you know who he's talking to? I don't know.
Chaperone. Shangoon.
Sure. Tell Ime Aduka his team is soft.
He's not happy right now.
Nope.
He's not happy. But the Rockets in 4th place in the Western Conference, tied with the Denver Nuggets. In the loss column, you see San Antonio. They've been playing really, really well this year. The Thunder, they're chilling. 3 games up on San Antonio despite not having their top 2 players. Minnesota, they got to get their game right. But you see where the Golden State Warriors are, Fezzi. Where are they at right now, other than being in 8th place as a team?
Yeah, you got to climb up those standings, find a way to get out of that box. And for the Warriors, it's about stacking wins. This point of the season, this is like trying to survive the schedule, trying to survive your roster being depleted, trying to survive availability, trying to figure out the changes in the roster, the new roles guys have to play. So, if the young guys and if the guys can play like they've been playing, gritty basketball, playing incredible defense, hit shots, because you have to do that as well offensively. If they can kind of get something going while Steph is out, he can come back to a team with some good chemistry.
Yeah, we really need Steph Curry. Really need him healthy. I think the Warriors are going to look at this period right now. Just reading up on runner's knee, it seems like the cure is rest. When on earth do you get to rest during an NBA season? So if now is the pocket to do it and the Warriors are feeling like, hey, we've got some young guys who are rolling, we've got double-digit scorers here, we got guys who are hungry, maybe they can find this little window of time for Steph.
Maybe because of Guy Santos, and courtesy of Comcast Business, every connection counts. Guy Santos, over his last 5 games, has been balling. And look at these numbers, KB and Fezzi.
Man.
Nearly 15 a game. He was dropping dimes the other night against the Phoenix Suns, playing 27 minutes a game. You see the assist numbers and the three-point percentage, really 48%. Here's what Steve Kerr and Draymond Green had to say about Santos Thursday night.
Guy has been fantastic now, the last few weeks, just his playmaking, especially without Jimmy now, we're going to rely on Guy to make plays. He's very deceptive with his moves. He has a knack for getting into the paint and then kicking the ball to the right guy and finding open shooters. But he's also shooting the ball well himself, and he's playing at a really, really high level right now.
One thing I love about Guy Santos is on my journey in the NBA, I had to figure out what it was that was going to get me on the floor. And what it was ultimately to give me a chance on the floor was defense. And so I locked in on that. Like, that's my path on the floor. Guy Santos' path on the floor was hustle plays and offensive rebounds. And he locked in on that. And he's become one of the best offensive rebounders in the NBA, especially wing crashers. You know, guy crashing from the wing, getting offensive rebound. And in turn, once you've done that, then you earn the minutes. And you can show everything else that you're able to do. And that's where he is. It's like he's now stamped himself as, I guarantee you on every scouting report in the NBA, they're talking about him crashing.
Guy Santos last game, 6 of 9 from the floor, 18 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. Always brings the energy. Played very well down the stretch for the Dubs Thursday.
There was a time earlier this season where Steve Kerr would just drop him in for very quick spurts or drop him in for a fourth quarter. But now he's more of a reliable guy. He's been starting these. That's Steph Curry. What do you do with the minutes when you averages 5.5? He has a block and a steal in each of those games, and he's got a 3 in 10 consecutive games. So the more minutes he plays, the more comfortable he's looking. Makes sense, right? But you also have the heart going on there too. You also have the defense. You also have the heads-up plays that he gives you too. He's like the prototypical Steve Kerr favorite type of player right there, and a favorite teammate as well.
I mean, I believe. All right? Guy believe. He makes you believe in the way that he plays. He's continued to play better as the season has progressed. Started off as the role player, the guy that you put in spurts to get defensive stops, to get rebounds, just to bring some energy to the floor. He was thriving in that, and he's earned himself more minutes. I mean, Guy has shown you in different games. I mean, he's had 5 straight games with double digits, scoring 64% field goal percentage right now. And he's just making plays, like he's cutting through the lanes and getting behind the defense. He's running in transition. He's rebounding and blocking shots. In those 5 straight games, he's got a block shot and a steal in those games. So he's bringing that energy that infects the team and is infectious. Why that matters tonight against the Lakers is the Lakers are bottom 10 in the NBA in defense at the rim. That's important. Opponent three-point percentage, they're bottom 10 as well. So if you can get somebody to get behind the defense, to attack the rim, it's going to open things up for guys at the three-point line. I mean, without Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler right now, Steve is having to rely on a lot of the role players. Guy has been that guy that's been that connective tissue to bring energy, to bring scoring, and bring defense when it's needed.
Yeah, do a little bit of everything, because in that 36 minutes last night, it's not like Guy was dominating the ball. He had a career-high 7 assists, and then when he had the ball, 6 of 9 from the field goal range. So he has the feel for the game of when he needs to set up a teammate, when it's his, when it's that layup at the end, heads-up plays like that. And his field goal percentage, I think, really reflects right now his decision-making, his ability to see like what kind of shots the team needs at the moment.
That's right.
Fezzi, you'll love this. They're going to need his defense on LeBron James tonight.
Wow, that's a tall task, Bonte. But if there's anybody on this roster who has the heart and he's not going to give up on that play, it's Guy Santos. LeBron has been dominated at the rim, and he doesn't live on the three-point line anymore. This is a matchup for a young guy. Your job is to make the shots tough. You're not going to do it by yourself. It takes a whole team defense. But if you can make LeBron's shots tough, if you can make sure that you can stay in front of him, and not let the guys overhelp and give three-point shots to the guys on the perimeter and the wing, then you've done your job. So this is going to be a huge test for Guy Santos tonight.
Is it crazy to say little Moses Moody on LeBron too? A team on LeBron,
Of course,
but
yeah.
Moses Moody, and then what about Draymond Green?
Okay.
Let's get into the Draymond Green on the season. He's had his ups and downs.